Okay, we are at the Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Riviera Beach, 7305 North Military Trail. And the person that we are interviewing is, sir, what is your name?
My name is Ronnie Williams.
Okay, Mr. Williams. And what is your birthday?
11/19/1961.
And your current address?
7514 75th Way, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33407.
Okay, and I am Carlton Cartwright, the Executive Director for the Children's Coalition Incorporated. Excuse me. Okay, and what branch of service were you in, Mr. Williams?
I was in the Florida Army National Guard.
Okay, all right. And what was your rank when you separated?
E2.
Okay. Where did you serve?
With the unit out in Belle Glade, Florida,
Right.
Palm Beach County.
Okay. Were you drafted or enlisted?
I enlisted.
Right. And where were you living at the time?
I think I was living in Belle Glade. Yes, I live in Belle Glade.
Okay. Is that where you were born?
No, I'm sorry, I live in the South Bay. I was born in Belle Glade.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. And what made you join that branch?
Yes, I just wanted to do something for my country, while I was young and had a chance to
Right. Okay, let's take a picture.
serve it whatever capacity I could.
Do what now?
Serve it whatever capacity I could.
Gotcha. All right. Why did you pick that branch to go into, though?
Well, I was working as a correctional officer at the time, and I wanted to do a little more, and since I already had a job, so there was a unit in my town where I was working, so I chose to join that unit.
So what? Sorry about the noise in the background. Okay. All right. Where did you enlist? Where'd you have to go?
There was an armory there in Belle Glade. There was a local armory there. And I met this guy, the recruiter name was Sergeant Oshinsky. I never will forget it. And there's another guy who I knew growing up, who was a sergeant there, named Dean last name. But anyway, his name was Dean, we called him Sarge.
Right.
And one of my older cousins was a sergeant in the unit, and a friend of mine who recently retired as a deputy was in the unit as well.
Okay.
So I knew a lot of guys who were in the unit already.
Oh, all right. Okay. Like hanging out with your buddies.
Yeah. Yeah, Dean, the sergeant named Dean Terrell. That's his name, yeah.
Okay. All right. So where did you go for basic training?
Fort Benning, Georgia, in Columbus.
What time of year was it?
Summertime. Hot. Chickens, mosquitoes.
So how long was the basic training?
Like 13 weeks.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
So tell me about it. Tell me
Well,
about it.
basic training was actually 8 weeks. AIT was like a month. It was a lot of hot days. Every day was a hot day unless it rained. And the waking up at 4:30 in the morning was like totally out of the ordinary for me, because I never woke up that time of morning to a whole lot of noise. And then the alarms and the drills in the middle of the night, where we had to go out, it was unreal as well. So then you had to work with fire watch 4 hours or 2 hours and get you about 4 hours of sleep on certain nights. It was a different experience, and I personally got a lot out of it because it kind of helped develop me into the responsible person I am today.
Okay. Okay. All right. You remember any of your instructors?
Yes, I remember all my drill sergeants. I remember the master drill sergeant. I can't remember his name. Boswell. Master Drill Sergeant Boswell.
There you go.
And then I had my platoon sergeants, drill sergeants, which was Jackson, Crump, and Thurman. Yeah. All
right. How'd they treat you?
Very well.
How was the food?
The food at the reception center was great. The food in the field was different.
Okay. That's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so tell me something, give me, okay, so you were there, let's say 13 weeks, so you spent, what, 8 weeks physical training?
Yeah, I'll tell you the story when I first got to the reception center.
Right.
The first day there, I had this massive headache, and I went to lay down on my bed just to rest because my head was killing me. And all of a sudden I felt the bed get turned over and I was on the floor. And there was this sergeant standing over me like, "What you doing sleeping, soldier?" And I got up, I asked him, I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck wrong with you?" I got a headache, man, I don't feel good. He said, "Your head not hurting yet, son." So that I had to catch myself, right? Because I knew right now I'm government property.
Right.
So that was awful, man. Then, he teach you how to be tidy, we had guys that had to clean the barrack a certain way for his satisfaction. And it took us a couple of times to figure it out, so, okay. That's fun. I'll never forget that.
Okay. So tell me about tech school. Where'd you go to tech school? You said AIT?
In Tampa.
Tampa?
Tampa Tech.
Okay, what was the name of the place?
Tampa Technical Institute.
Okay.
It's down off of Bush Boulevard. It moved twice when I was there. It moved once when I was there, and it moved twice more now. So it's actually a university now.
Oh, okay.
It's a 4-year school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
I took up computer engineering. That's when when the computers was really coming as a tool for society.
right.
They taught us how to build them. There's nothing like, it's totally different now than what they were then.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what you learned in tech school?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What was it called? Computer support specialist?
Computer engineering technology.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a degree in that field. Damn, that's smoking.
Okay. All right. So you have a degree in that?
Yes.
4 year?
2 years.
2-year degree. Okay. Is it associates?
Yes.
So did you finish your college?
Yes.
Would you finish the other 2 years?
No. I didn't. I started having kids and got married.
Oh, okay. All right. It's a familiar story.
Right.
Okay. All right. So after tech school, what did you do? Where was your first duty base? Or you just went back home?
Yeah, back home. I was working at the prison.
Okay.
At this prison over in Bel Air, the Ladies Correction Institute.
So, what was the name of it?
Now, Ladies Correction.
Gotcha.
I went to the tech school right after high school. I went to tech school after high school. Instead of going to college, I went to tech school.
In the military?
No.
Okay.
No. I enlisted when I started working at the prison.
Gotcha.
I was like 23 years old.
Right. So you were working in the prison in what capacity?
A corrections officer.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
And that's what you were doing when you joined the reserve?
Yes.
Okay, 'cause
Yes.
I was gonna go back for a minute and ask you that. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so just want to keep the story straight. So when you got done with your 13 weeks,
I went back to work.
okay,
And I was a weekend warrior.
gotcha.
And 2 weeks out the year.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me about in between, you know, how did, you said 2 weeks out of the year, didn't you go on monthly?
Now we went, weekend a month.
Right.
And 2 weeks of annual training.
Okay, so did you did you go away?
Yeah. We went to Puerto Rico, Panama, Stark, Florida. Yeah.
Stark? They have a big prison up there, don't they?
I'm no, that's for training.
I understand, but they have a big prison up there.
Yeah, that's where they execute at.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the execution chamber is at.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Sparky and Needle.
Okay, what was the first name?
Sparky the chair.
Sparky. All right.
Yeah.
Nicknames,
And,
gotcha.
and the Needle.
All right. All right, so how did your regular career and your military career coexist?
It was easy, man. It's just rank recognition and following the simple chain. You know, from sergeant, from officer, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, same. It was the prison was paramilitary.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And it's just like the job I do now. It was paramilitary. I was in reserve 6 years, and I had 2 years additional, but I didn't have to go unless they needed me. It was a total of 8 years, but I did 6 years going monthly and yearly with the training. But
Okay.
the last 2 years, I didn't have to go unless they needed me.
Okay. All right, so over that 6-year period, you said you went to Puerto Rico. Where else did you go?
Panama, Stark. They just rotated going to those 3 particular locations.
So you never got out of state or anything?
Yeah, to Panama,
Oh, right. So
the country of Panama.
2 things I want to know is, what did you do on the weekends?
Well, we did training maneuvers, reconnaissance, you know, all the stuff that come because I was infantry. You know, we did training maneuvers. Basically moved to different locations, learn how, you know, we had compasses on where we're supposed to meet. That someone else here, so many clicks there, so just maneuvers basically, just train.
Right.
Yeah.
What about weapons?
Yeah, I'm 16.
M16?
I'm 16.
Okay, and there was one other thing that went along with that. Did you ever, well, I guess you never got involved in Desert Shield or Desert Storm, anything like that? You didn't replace any troops or anything like that?
I tell
Okay.
you though, one year when we was, I think it was year 85, and when we was in 86, we was over in Panama.
Yeah.
Muammar Gaddafi decided to declare war on the United States.
Oh, great.
I don't know if you recall that, but that's when Reagan made an airstrike over there and they killed his family.
Oh, okay.
You remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay. I was in Panama at that time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
And our unit was one of the units that they sent home. And some were deployed over there.
Gotcha.
Because we had a fly over Haiti, Honduras, and all them little countries and stuff to get back to West Palm Beach.
Okay, so what was Panama like anyway?
It was different. It was during the summertime. It was hot. We had a company commander who got us lost in the jungle one night, and you can't see it, it's pitch black.
Yeah.
And one of the guys in my unit got stung by a scorpion.
Oh boy.
That's the sergeant, the guy that retired from the sheriff's office. And another guy got attacked by bees. You know, yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. And it was strange to see Panamanians because one could look Hispanic and the other one could look black. And they're siblings, you know?
Gotcha.
You know, it was kind of weird. But that's just their way of life. Yeah. We didn't really get out much because we were mainly in the fields. Had to dig off. Once we got to the top of the mountain, had to dig foxholes, man, that hard ground.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wasn't soft, huh?
No, heck no. It's hard. And we stayed out there for like a week. We cut it short because of that announcement by Gaddafi.
Right.
And we went back to the base is where all the units receive their assignments, their orders and stuff, what to do next.
So you say you went to Puerto Rico?
No, we was in Panama. Oh, come on, when we went? Puerto Rico?
Yeah. Tell me.
Beautiful ladies, man. Yeah, I was young too, man.
Right.
It was pretty much the same experience, you know. And kind of had to be careful with the GIs because guys, they would set you. It was stories about guys setting you up over there to get robbed and stuff. So we kind of like stayed in the pack.
Stayed together.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Tell me a couple of your. So you said you went Puerto Rico, Panama, and
Stark, Florida.
Stark. What was Stark all about? What did you do there?
Stark was just a lot of woods, man. We did primarily the same thing there, but we could understand the locals.
Right.
A whole lot better, you know.
Yeah.
And still, you know, we had a couple of guys who were trying to find them some weed and smoke and stuff like that. Told them that y'all leave get caught up. Now they tell them they're going to jail. They weren't going to come get them out. So you know, I just pretty much stayed with my older cousin and the guy who the sheriff's on because I've been knowing them since all my life, basically. So that's what I just kind of hung out with. They're a little older than me.
Right.
That's what I just hung out with.
Okay.
So we just went to the bowling alleys and got to know bars, got some few drinks and stuff like that. Just kind of hung loose. We ain't do a whole lot of stuff. Because it wasn't really a whole lot to do.
Right. So did you get to eat it all in Panama besides?
We ate MRE.
MRE.
I don't eat strange stuff.
Oh, okay. In Puerto Rico, did you have the food there?
Yeah, I had some Spanish food.
Yeah, okay.
Spanish food. I love Spanish food.
All right. And I know what you ate at Stark.
Yeah.
With some guys. So for entertainment, when you guys were like on, you know, when you were on duty?
In the clubs.
Okay.
Yeah, some clubs over there. And went to we would go to the PXs and load up on liquor for cheap, you know, get some you know, whatever you needed out there, and
right.
some of the things you wanted.
Right.
You know? So, when we left Panama, we had to fly back over Honduras and all that. You know, I don't know, we didn't know who this cat Allies was, so I got me a 2/5 of Hennessy and a 1/5 of Johnny Walker Red and a 1/5 of Johnny Walker Black. Now, if you keep calling me and I don't answer, would that tell you I'm busy? This my brother, man.
It's supposed to.
I call him back, man.
I got you. Okay.
So, you know, I drank half of that, half of one of the Hennessy before I even got on the plane. I was dead drunk, man. I was passed out. And I said, if it goes down, I won't know nothing.
Okay. All right.
I knew we had to come back. That's the only way we had to get back home.
That's it.
Yeah.
What'd you fly on?
Some jumbo jet out of Palm Beach National.
Okay.
International, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it was a 747. I think it was a jumbo jet.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't military, it was a jumbo jet.
It was civilian.
I think so.
Gotcha. Okay. So where are we? Okay. So when did you get a chance to practice your computer skills?
I didn't. I never worked in the field.
Oh.
I started working at it because, funny you asked that, I had an interview with IBM.
Uh-huh.
I had it set up on a Wednesday of 1 week for that Monday of the next week.
Right.
That that Monday morning, I'm getting dressed, getting ready to go to the interview. I see on the news that IBM in Boca Raton just laid off 2,500 people. So I'm like, I don't need no job like that. I need a job with security.
Right.
So that's how I ended up working at the prison.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I ended up working at the prison.
Gotcha. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So the most I've used those skills was when I became a police officer. Because the first agency I worked with was the smallest agency, about one of the smallest agencies in the county that was computerized.
Okay.
And that's where I learned. That's when I started using my computer skills.
So when did you change jobs from GCI?
I left GCI, I started my own business. I had a lawn maintenance business. And while I was working my lawn maintenance company, I kind of inquired about becoming a police officer with my hometown in South Lake.
Okay.
I had a chance to ride with one of the guys, but for some reason the chief decided not to hire me at the time. And after that, I went to work with the sugar company over there. I was operating this computerized crystallizer.
Oh, okay.
That turns the molasses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we worked, it was 3 shifts. And every other shift, every 2 weeks we would rotate the shifts. So the 2 weeks I was on midnights, I would read paper one night. And that's when Clinton had signed a bill to hire more officers on the street for community policing programs throughout the country. And at the time, I had a cousin who was a commissioner there, and the guy that I grew up in high school with was a mayor. So I alluded to my cousin. I said, look, man, I've been trying to get on, because I saw how the cops was treating the locals there. None of them that was there was from South Bay or the Glades, period. They were down south, Broward and Dade County. We were rejects from down there, couldn't get jobs down there, so they'd come up to a small hick town like South Bay and Bell Bay.
Yeah.
And I was telling my cousin about, what I've seen out there, and that, was right is right. The cat's doing wrong. This deal take them in, but they want to take stuff personal. So I did another application. It took me to do another application. I did the application. And I was riding one day, had the girls, when the girls were little, I used to ride them on the back of my truck around town, them and their cousins, because they were all girls.
Right.
And one of the officers from Miami, a black guy, stopped me and said, "The chief want to see you." I said, "For what?" He said, "I think he gonna hire you, man." I said, "Okay." So I went up the next day, and they set me up for an interview. So I took the interview, and they gave me the job. I told the guy that the mill superintendent, a guy named Correa, a nice guy from Clovis, a real nice guy, he's Cuban. He called me Willie. He never called me Williams, he called me Willie. And I was the only black that worked that crystallizer machine on the black guy. Right? There was a girl there, but she was late every damn thing. But I was the best worker he had, actually.
Right.
Because if that stuff overflowed, it would stick to the floor. You got to get this hot water with this pressure hose and shoot it, melt it, and get a shovel and scoop it up.
Right.
So he liked the way I worked, and his cousin or his nephew or something was the floor foreman. And I guess he must have told him about me. So I went to make a long story short. I went to tell him that I appreciate them giving me an opportunity to work there, but I got a job now that's more or less a career, and I want to pursue that. And he told me that he understood. He said, "If you ever need a job, you can always come back here." And that made me feel good. I told him, I said, "Well, I appreciate it, Mr. Correa, but them 7 days a week, 10 shifts every 2 weeks, I hope I don't have to come back." Yeah, he found that kind of amusing. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how I ended up in police work, man.
Did you or anybody in your unit ever experience any service-related injuries?
Not that I can recall.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Tell me about a couple of your most memorable experiences in the reserve. Here it comes.
Well, I think my most memorable one was when we went to Panama, and the guys got us lost up on this mountain. And we were on an incline in the jungle, and this company commander had no clue as to what he was doing, and we ended up having to sleep incline on a hill, and there was a iguana running around up there, and cats were screaming like little girls and stuff, I said, "Boy, I'm glad ain't nobody shooting at us. Y'all hollering from a lizard." Yeah, it was funny, man. Grown men screaming, including the commander. Come to commander screaming.
Okay.
Yeah, that was funny, man.
Okay. Were you awarded any medals or citations?
That's the training, man. Basic training, for marksman, expert marksman, expert grenadier, with the bayonet and stuff like that. Not from serving.
All right. On those weekends that you were gone and the couple of weeks that you were away, were you able to stay in touch with your family while you were gone? No?
We didn't have cell phones then.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you have all the supplies that you needed when you were?
Yeah, I had everything I needed.
Okay. Was there pressure or stress? Was it stress?
Not really, cause I enjoyed what I was doing.
Okay.
You know,
Like you glad to get away for a couple of days on the
Yeah,
weekend
yeah,
and
like
go
that.
away for 2 weeks out of the year, huh?
yeah.
I got you. Okay. Let's see. So, why did you separate after the 6 years?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was.
Why did you-
that I didn't want to do it anymore. It became to be redundant, the same thing over and over, going to the same places. After a while, I just did my obligation, and I was done.
That was it.
Yeah.
All right. GI Bill. Have you used your GI Bill for anything?
No.
No? Okay.
In fact, I'm trying to wait till I retire. I usually get me a house and retire.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask, can you still get your benefit?
Yeah.
Obviously, okay. Did you make any close friends that you stayed in contact with?
I met some close friends. This one guy.
I mean, that's what your buddies in, right?
Yeah, I wish I could contact him. He was younger than me. He was like 18 when he joined. I was 23, and we were in training together at Bennett. He was from Louisville, Kentucky.
Right.
His name was Clifford Wynn, and at the time I smoked, which I don't smoke anymore, and we smoked the same brand that our senior drill sergeant smoked. Well, our head drill sergeant smoked was Thurman.
Right.
He was the only black drill sergeant we had. From South Carolina. He was in Geechee. And Cliff and I were like, when you saw Cliff, you saw me. And I kind of took to him, you know, like a little brother. And we were real close. But his family ended up moving to Tifton, Georgia. Yeah, when we graduated and we went home to our people, he went home to Tifton, and that's the same hometown where the senior drill sergeant was out of, so he took him home with him.
Gotcha.
And I flew back here from Atlanta.
Gotcha.
Old Cliff, I wish I could see Cliff, but Cliff was stationed. He was stationed to stay in Fort Benning.
Okay. Have you joined any veterans organizations?
No.
Okay. Just a few more questions. Did your military experience influence your thinking about war or about the military in general?
No. I'm pretty much well, kind of, sort of. You know, personally, I think the war in Iraq was about the oil. You know, getting control of the oil, and because at the time our commander-in-chiefs were all men. You know, so that's just the way I saw it from a political perspective.
Gotcha.
You know, it don't change my mind by no means about our armed forces. I think we got the strongest on the planet.
Gotcha.
You know, and it's going to continue to be.
Okay. How did your service and experiences affect your life?
It taught me, gave me a better sense of responsibility and pride in what I do. So if you notice my work, I'll be very thorough and detailed when I write reports, and when I do an investigation. I try to get every solve or close my cases. And I articulated, I think, very well in my reports. I've been told by different commanders, majors, record clerks that I write the best reports in the whole district.
Okay.
You know, so I hear it all the time, you know, but I just continue to try to do the best I can and take pride in what I do. And I think that's one of the things that this service instilled in me, to just be your best.
Gotcha.
And do your best.
All right, well, is there anything you'd like to add that we haven't covered in this interview?
I think you covered a lot of spots. You took me back, Mr. Conrad. You took me back, man.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you very much for a wonderful interview.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
And thank you very much for your service.
Not a problem, man. I was proud to serve.